Early pregnancy signs and symptoms. When should you start feeling these? It's different for everybody, but on average, it's between about 5 and 6 weeks. So don't worry if you get a positive pregnancy test and you don't feel anything. Some of the most common signs and symptoms are nausea, morning sickness. It's not always morning sickness, it can be any time of the day. If you get nausea because there's such a big change in your hormones, and often when you have an empty stomach, that can make you feel worse. So for myself, I've had afternoon sickness almost every single day since about 5.5 weeks. The thing that I find really helpful is eating little and often. So things like toast or crackers, small things that you can snack on that are quite savoury, quite dry. Another thing that can be very overwhelming is the tiredness you can feel. There isn't really a cure for the tiredness, unfortunately. Generally, it settles after the first trimester. Another thing that can be affected is your taste and smell. So there's a coffee shop quite close to my house and I used to love going there, but now the smell makes me feel quite nauseous. So it's just trying to avoid places that you find quite triggering. Many women also report they feel nauseous when they brush their teeth. So maybe try and have some breakfast first, or try and eat first and then brush your teeth. Don't do it on an empty stomach because you might find that that makes you feel worse. Something that can be quite alarming and can make you feel a bit worried is period pains. So you can get abdominal cramps, some tightenings, some feeling of discomfort. But this can be due to the relaxin, the hormone that softens and relaxes your skeleton and your ligaments. It's just everything softening out, and that causes a little bit of discomfort. Now, obviously, if you were to get any bleeding, if you were to have really strong cramps, that's worth investigating. So another thing you might feel is absolutely nothing. And this can be really worrying for people because they expect to feel all the range of nausea, tiredness, taste and smell. But when it comes down to it, you don't feel any changes at all. And this is also very normal. It's different for every pregnancy. So if you don't feel anything at all, please don't worry.